Next show on the list is Little Witch Academia, the TV series. So,
all you on this one.
Yeah, the description is the Little Witch Academia TV series. um, Basically, this is the first TV series in this, I guess, franchise now. There's been two movies before. One was a 22-ish minute short film, and then the second one was about just right under an hour. I really, really like this show, or at least I like this story. It's done by Studio Mappa, so they are a studio who has high quality animation.
Did they get it wrong on any list? They're saying Trigger.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was about to say,
it's done by
Trigger.
Yeah, it's done by Trigger. Trigger is a group of people who broke off from Gainax, and you can definitely see it in the style of animation that they have. And they've done shows like Kill la Kill and Kiznaiver and strange shows like Inferno Cop and Uchu Patrol Luluko. But they have a distinct style to them. There are some shows that they worked on that don't really match their style that I know them for, like Hackadol and but when they do stick to their
Nichijou.
Yeah, and but when they do stick to their the style that I know them from, you can it's a really distinct style. The story for this from the movies is basically there's this one this young girl, and she goes to this, I guess, magic concert, and there's this really famous witch, and I can't remember her name, but she's doing like giving this huge performance with like all these magical beings flying everywhere, and she's like flying in the sky doing all these magic tricks, and she's like totally excited, and she wants to grow up to be just like her. So what she does is she enrolls in this witch school to become properly trained as a witch. One thing about this world that I actually don't understand yet, they've hinted a few things from the conversations between the characters, is that I think some people are born in like the witch bloodline, and they just inherit their own powers or the family's powers. And then there are people who don't have any witch blood, and normally regular humans don't enroll into that type of school, or they can, is just most normally don't do it. And it seems like she is one of the first who actually does it. And in the movie, the story from the movies, she's not good at magic, but she's really passionate, so that's usually what gets her through all these crazy situations. I am really looking forward to it because I just want to see more about that world, more about that story. I like the character designs for this show. It looks like they've taken the ones from the movie and simplified them a bit, because they're not gonna have a movie budget for an entire series. But there's only a few things that I'm worried about. There was one scene in the trailer that I saw where the main girl was talking, and the way that she was drawn, her character didn't look like it had like life behind it. I'm not sure if that's going to carry across through a lot of different scenes, but that one scene stuck out to me because it's not the quality that I know of, and that kind of kicked off in my head that they don't have the budget that they have for the movies. So, or they have the same budget that they have for the movies, they just got to stretch it over a whole series. So I do worry for some scenes to stick out to me, but in the trailer that I saw, most of the other stuff looks amazing. So I'm really excited for it. I recently watched both movies. I know they're on Netflix, and they're probably over at Funimation too. But I highly recommend checking out those 2 movies, or at least just the first movie before the series starts, because there are a couple scenes in the trailer that actually were in the movie. So it looks like they're gonna do like bits of the movie and kind of stretch it out and flesh out the story more, so you can know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, this was not one that I guess I'd really paid close enough attention to from the beginning, because I hadn't even though I'm a fan of like magical stuff like that. I mean, obviously I talked about Harry Potter earlier. I'm loving the whole fantasy type ideology with that, and like modernized times and whatnot. I don't know, it's Trigger. I have a hard time with Trigger. I really, really do. I mean, I'm not a fan. The animation style of Kill la Kill was not a fan of. Didn't really much care for it. And then the other one we mentioned, the Ino Battle wa Nichijou. I did not. I watched like 2 or 3 episodes of that, and I was like, I can't. It's I think that was the instance for me where I'm like, okay, so you took a good premise potentially, and you just kind of like, I don't know, it didn't seem like they were doing much with it, and it got kind of boring and dull, and I was like, all right, I can't watch it anymore. I guess I'll try and see if maybe I can watch one of the movies, and if I like it, or I might just wait for the series itself to come out and at least watch the first episode for that and see if I like it too much. But God, it's just the animations. Just, I don't know if it's the same. I didn't actually watch a trailer for it. I mean, is it the same type of animation like Kill la Kill had?
So with their style, like, you can tell that it's them. Like, Gurren Lagann was one of the shows that has that style.
See, I didn't mind Gurren Lagann that much.
What is that 6 episodes? Furikuri.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
Wait,
that.
They did Furikuri?
Well, FLCL, no. Trigger didn't do it, but some people that are in Trigger were in the Gainax when they were working on that show. So it's the style that I see that they brought over.
Gotcha. Okay, because I like Furikuri. I think the animation style. But see, I think the animation style for that story worked well, because it was an absurd story. You know, it was one of those just kind of off the wall, crazy things were going to happen. So the animation actually kind of made sense. But like when you have something like Kill la Kill, where it's like an arena battle royale situation and people are like dying, getting killed or whatever, and you still have that same sort of animation, I'm like, it just seems wrong. So anyways, that's just my opinion on that.
Yeah,
but again, I'll give it a watch, at least to see.
Yeah, I'll definitely say check it out, because I like Trigger. All the shows that I've seen from them, I watched the first episode of Inoue Battle, and I kind of just because it's kind of boring, like you said.
Yeah.
A lot of the other shows that they've done, I'm like, okay, I'm all in. So, but yeah, I am excited for this show.
Absolutely. Oh God, the characters in this, I mean, every single one of them are unique and just funny, all on their own. So the fact that they're continuing this and to see where it's going to go, I mean, at this point, I don't even think they even like care about the fact that they had a mission to go and destroy or kill like the demon lord or whatever. It's like there are so many things now that have just
I forgot that they were supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, that was the whole bulletin point of the whole thing. Or like she basically says like, "Who are you? I don't know who you are," or something of that nature, and basically it stops him. And then like I guess maybe he might end up finding out more information in some way, like maybe just like a tidbit that gets him curious, and then he'll start actually going in deeper and trying to figure stuff out.